Time for our co-main event here at Valor Fights 22 at the International. Vince Ferrar, Tyler Min, Casey Oxendine. It's Augusta Tindall at 3-6-1, another Michigan fighter against slick Nick Gehrts, another fighter out of KMAA here in Knoxville. And our co-main event presented by the Rocks Tavern, a featherweight bout at 145 pounds, 3 5-minute rounds. Augusta Tindall, Nick Gehrts. Let's go to the cage for our fighter introductions. Here is Cody Gwynn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for tonight's co-main event of the evening, and it will be in the featherweight division, brought to you by the Rocks Tavern. It's fighting out of the red corner, Augusta Tindall.
Augusta Ice Baby Tindall at 3-6-1 out of the training compound in Tipton, Michigan. We are third fighter of the night that we've seen from that camp out of Tipton, Michigan in this featherweight bout at 145 pounds. Casey, tell us a little bit about Augusta Tindall.
Well, you know, this guy, he is, he will come to fight anybody, any place, anytime. Has brought a tremendous host of talent, including Adam Primetime Townsend. And he is here tonight facing, you know, one of our region's top prospects in Nick Gehrts. And, you know, that's the thing, man. Augusta Tindall is dangerous in every range. You've got to watch out for him. And I think Nick Gehrts is stepping up to the challenge tonight.
Augusta Tindall, his last fight was that one draw, and he felt like he had nothing bad to say about his last bout. He said it was good, just not good enough in the judges' eyes, and felt like he was more dominant throughout the fight. Said his striking was good. He was able to take his opponent down and exchange punches and kicks. He thought he should have done more in that bout, but you know, he's going to be given the opportunity on June 20th to fight and go for the rematch in his last fight. And feels like Nick Gehrts is a tough opponent, and he is. You know Nick well, and he's going to be another guy that, coming off of a close loss after winning his first two, is going to be exciting for the fans. So.
Yeah, man, Nick always brings an exciting fight as well as Augusta Tindall. You know, we've had, you know, a lot of amazing fights on this card already, and we're just now getting into our co-main, our main events. So, you know, I'm sure these are going to also deliver.
Augusta Tindall is in the cage. Let's go back to the cage and Cody Gwynn.
Please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Nick Gehrts.
So it's slick Nick Gehrts out of the popular KMAA camp in Knoxville. Nick won his first two bouts coming off of a close loss. His last time out, a decision loss to Leo Perez. A look at the tail of the tape. Tindall at 3-6-1, Gehrts at 2-1. Nick Gehrts, only at 19 years old, Tindall at 24. A 5-inch advantage in height for Nick Gehrts at 6 feet, Tindall at 5'7", and both weighed in at 145 in this featherweight bout between Nick Gehrts and Augusta Tindall.
When you look at the record of Augusta Tindall, you see the 3 wins, the 6 losses. When you look down through there, you see loss by submission, loss by submission. When you see win, it's TKO, KO, ref stoppage. So what that means is he is extremely dangerous in one facet of his game, but he does have holes. And of course, Nick Gehrts, a tremendous ground fighter, but also a great striker. So, but I think the one area that Gehrts is going to excel here is going to be on the mat.
It's been a little bit since some of those wins came, though. A 6-fight, 6 winless in his last 6 fights for Tindall. Last one we mentioned the draw. And then Tindall also fell to Adam Townsend, as you mentioned, back last August. Tindall lost due to an arm triangle. Submission is one of the things that Gehrts brings to the table. So it'll be interesting to see how Tindall is able to approach this fight in terms of strategy.
And of course, Gehrts, of course, in his last loss that you had mentioned, it was extremely, extremely close. And I think that Gehrts actually sort of gave up a few of those positions because of his unorthodox style. He pulled guard a few times and played around. He has a good time when he's there in the cage, and I think that actually hurt him on the judges' scorecards, although a lot of it had nothing to do with actual damage.
What about the experience difference in this one, Tyler, between Gehrts and Tindall?
My experience goes a long way. It really does. But that being said, it's not everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening, and will be in the professional featherweight division where the action begins. Your referee for this bout is Jimmy Neely. Introducing first, the red corner. Tonight he brings in a pro record of 3 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He weighed in 145 pounds, fighting out of the training compound in Tipton, Michigan, Augusta Ice Baby Tindall. Standing across the cage tonight, fighting out of the blue corner with a pro record of 2 wins with only 1 defeat. He weighed in 145 pounds, fighting out of KMA in Knoxville, Tennessee, Slick Nick Gehrts.
Slick Nick Gehrts, a bundle of energy. He's ready to go. He's in the black trunks against Augusta Tindall in the blue trunks. 5-inch height advantage for Nick Gehrts, one of the top young prospects in the area here at Valor Fights 22 at the International in Knoxville. This is our co-main event. Vince Ferrara, Casey Oxendine, and Tyler Mitten. Josh Ward, our referee, and we're ready to go. Round 1 underway. 3 5-minute rounds in this featherweight division at 145. Gehrts sticks the jab to start with the left. Gehrts in the black trunks, Tindall in the blue.
Tremendous amount of reach there by Nick Gehrts.
These guys feeling each other out here, a little cautious. A little smile from Gehrts. When you have that reach, Tyler, you want to go to the jab often, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to set things up with the jab. You don't want to throw it by itself a whole lot, but it's very good to kind of use that as a filler.
This kick with a front leg by Tindall. You see the lower body by Tindall. He's put together. Just over a minute in to round number 1. Here in this featherweight bout, co-main event at Valor Fights 22.
A lot of good head movement by both guys.
Yes, very much still a filling out process here. Oh, nice
Whoa!
fight! That is a highlight reel! Unbelievable!
Nick Gehrts says, I want fight of the night. It looked like he faked a Superman punch and connected instead, and Tindall went down.
Unbelievable finish. Nick Gehrts is for real.
Wow. Here's the replay. It's a knee. It was a fake of the Superman punch in a knee. Let's take another look.
Unbelievable flying knee right there.
Fake the Superman, left, and then the right knee took Tindall out. Goodness. Nick Gehrts, you talk about being a hot young prospect as it is. You get that kind of fight of the night. We'll take another look. Instantly out. Spectacular. I don't care what the organization or the level is. You just don't see guys that instantly out like that.
That's a highlight reel knocked out for sure.
On any promotion anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
That's not even one of them like random punches, knees, or kicks thrown, and it happens to knock your opponent out. That was a well put together plan. That was, you know, at risk of sounding cheesy and taking Casey's thunder here. That was slick.
You were reluctant to do that, but you went through and did it anyway.
I was about to say before I even realized that was his nickname. It was a very slick maneuver.
Wow. And we hope Augusta Tindall is okay as he is up on the stool right now and still being talked to by the medical staff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jimmy Neely has called a stop to this fight. 1 minute, 19 seconds in the first round. Your winner by knockout, Slick Nick Gehrts.
Spectacular. You see that replay. Can't see it enough. My goodness. Slick Nick Gehrts goes to 3-1 KMAA. Another big win. All right, Adam Townsend will talk to Slick Nick here in just 1 second in the cage after some photo opportunities. Nick Gehrts making sure that Augusta Tindall is okay. Let's go to the cage and Adam Townsend with our winner, Nick Gehrts.
I'm here with your winner, my man, Slick Nick Gehrts. Man, that was an incredible knockout, man. One of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen in my life in person. Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about it, man.
Man, I just did what Eric told me to do. You know, what we worked on all the time. Tonight, this was my center. I wasn't moving back. Right here is my spot. And it worked out, man. I never took a step back and just kept working. Every time he moved forward, I throw my jab, just kept working at it.
Forward pressure does work. What's next for you, buddy?
I don't know. Next time Eric gives me a phone call. Actually, I asked him tonight about Tyler Mitten at 170.
The whole KMAA squad calling out Tyler Mitten, apparently, so heck yeah. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank, buddy?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, all my sponsors, my mom, my dad, all my coaches, my teammates, everybody.
Congratulations, there's your winner, Slick Nick Gehrts.